What's up, dudes? We didn't really touch base last week too much because we were playing around with the driving around after curfew, but today we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. Got to do a little oil change for my lady, and but first I got to move the El Camino out of the way. Sitting right there because I ended up somehow losing my cable for the extension cable for my welder. I guess somebody needed to borrow it, and I don't know who, but I had to move the El Camino over to do welding on it, some work, and now I gotta move it back because it's blocking the door. It's right in the way. So anyways, quick look at the El Camino, what you guys saw in the last videos and stuff. We were working on the roll cage, so I'll show you real quick what it looks like now. For the better part, it's kind of done. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting and stuff, but the main hoop, the cross section, I still have to put the harness bar in the back. That'll be soon. Very soon. Got this crossbar here. I'm working on some sort of design for the front. I don't think this will be final product. That's why it's only tack welded, and it doesn't fit right. And this bend here is weird. There's right there. You see that spot? The other side doesn't have that. Got to get rid of that. Besides that, the cage turned out pretty good. Got these little cross pieces here. Added strength. Looks cool. Looks badass. Goes right down the floor. Crosses there, and I've also been working on the floor and stuff like that. That's why it's over here, making some panels. Got to make that rear firewall because the tank will sit back here somewhere. The fuel cell, maybe there, maybe there. Got those cross pieces, tightening everything up. Triangles make things strong, and I'm trying to make this beast as strong as possible. So that's what's new on the El Camino. Next week's video, I think we're digging into actually working on this floor. They had no floors at all when I first got it, so something had to be done. Videos you got to see with the art stuff last week was where I did that Mega Man mural on the wall. I know, kind of childish, whatever, but whoops. Should disconnect the welder stuff first. Kind of like, yeah, sort of childish and stuff, but I mean it's video game stuff, and it is from my childhood, so that's the point, right? So one day maybe I'll do up the rest of the room like that. I don't know, because I think that room will become something else in the future, and we'll see what happens. It might be appropriate, it might not be, but either way, I think it's cool. I like doing murals. It was fun practice, something I enjoy. I like looking at it. So then, this week's art video coming up. Push this thing. Garbage can. Next week's video coming up is that toolbox right there. I'm going to show you how I did the true flame thing. If you want to call it true flame, it didn't really turn out exactly how I wanted it, but it turned out okay nonetheless. So I'll take you through that step by step, each stage of the work, how I did it, what's required to do it, what you need, what the tools are. So I hope you enjoy that. And the drive videos are still going on, still happening. Move this stuff out of the way. And she's taking over my garage. She makes accessories for cats. These are scratch posts. I have a couple videos of her actually doing it. Let me know if you guys think I should post it here, if you want to see it. If not, it's not car related at all, but it's neat nonetheless, I guess. Videos are fun. So move this out of the way. I can break her car. Because today, changing the oil in the Tucson. Well, look at this girly keychain. Girly car. Probably got electric seats. I'm gonna get all squished trying to get in it, but just start it. Move the 8.6 out of the way. Ugh. Hey, I fit. Sega. First try, right on. We're gonna change oil in this beast. While we're doing that, I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with the channel. We just talked about the El Camino, and I told you what's going on with the art stuff. So, in here. Trust trusty oil picker-upper thing. I'm hoping I can get underneath it without having to jack it up, maybe. It's an SUV, it's high off the ground, higher than most of my cars. And I'm gonna take a guess and say it's a 15. The drain plug, what do you think, 15? Maybe I'll grab 16, 17, just in case. Oh. I believe I could have got underneath here without lifting it up, but a little bit extra helps. A little bit more clearance. It's huge. Here's a lesson in cheap tools. It's a Can Pro. See it on there? It's probably upside down, whatever. But the side on this that says 17 mil, I look funny, eh? The side of this that says 17 mil doesn't fit on the bolt. It doesn't get on the bolt at all. The one that says 16 fits on it beautifully. Go figure. So turns out in Hyundai, it's a 16 mil bolt to take off your drain plug. Drop the oil drain plug and not drop the plug in the pan and not get completely covered in oil. Here we go. Usually I spin it with pressure on it. Hear a click. Never mind. I'm a doofus. Here we go. Could have been better. So guys, this is just a straight up basic oil change. So nothing to it but do it. You guys know what you're doing, I'm sure, if you're watching this. The real purpose of this video is actually to talk to you guys about what's going on during the week, because as you know, I like to stay in touch. Y'all are my homies, so I like to tell you what's going on. Don't forget this trick when you're changing your filter. Take a little bit of that fresh oil, and you're getting the new stuff, not the old stuff. Make sure that your gasket is nice and sleek. Put some oil on there because that helps make a nice seal. If you don't, sometimes it'll leak from the filter. She does her own oil shopping, and wow, look it. She even got the recommended brand. That's pretty good. Good job, Jesse. Color matched. Now remember, boys and girls, before you put the new oil in, put your drain plug back in. That's a good start. Take note, this thing had a Fram filter on it, Fram oil filters. They look good, they look nice. They're sold at Canadian Tire for top dollar, but they're really crappy. The gasket came right off the filter. It was stuck on the engine block. Had I put the new filter back on with this in between, it for sure would have started leaking oil everywhere as soon as the pressure built up. It's happened to me before. Fram sucks. You want to tighten that by hand too. Don't over tighten your oil filters. They're a bitch to get off once they've been through a couple heat cycles.
I saw that trip.
What?
I saw you trip.
I didn't trip on nothing. Now we asked Google how much oil you put in this thing. Google said 4.75 quarts. This can says it's 5.28 quarts. Let's call it 2.5. So that should leave half a quart. Let's do some simple math. And that's about it for today, guys. So tune in this week. We've got videos coming at you all the time. Peace out. See you soon.